All right, we are live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is time again for the Authority Project. You are the project, and we want to. What do we want? We want to attach authority to your name so you can sell more of what you're great at. And I have Dr. Marina Ty-Kisera here, and she is going to show us the 3-minute healing process at your very fingertip, at your fingertips.
Right.
You can do it. You can do it in 3 minutes. Is that right, Dr. Marina?
That's right. That's right. It's amazing. In just 3 little minutes, you can change things, shift things in your whole physiology and feel totally different.
Well, we shall see. We shall see on this episode of the Authority Project.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, feast your eyes and tune your ears. It's that time again. We are live with another episode of the Authority Project. It's the video podcast streamed on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Periscope, where we talk to digital marketers, business coaches, and creators of all kinds on how they've built authority in their field and how you can mimic their success. Developing authority, building your audience, and attracting better clients to your own business. Now, without further ado, let's bring to the virtual stage your host, Brian S. Arnold.
All right, we are back on the virtual stage here. It's the Authority Project. I'm Brian S. Arnold, your host, and we are here with Dr. Marina Ty-Kisera. I'll just say Dr. Marina for short, because that's great. And we're happy to have her here finally. It took a little while to get her here, but now she is here in the building.
In the house.
In the house. Yes, yes. And we are currently fighting some windy weather outside. So if you hear any winds, it's really okay. It's really okay. So how are you doing, doctor? How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Really happy to be here. Happy to share all this excitement that I have with you today.
Awesome. Great, great. So before we dive in, we want you to tell us, first of all, who you are personally and then professionally.
Personally. Well, I am Merina Ty-Kisera, both personally and professionally.
Oh, yeah.
Consistent, at least.
Yeah.
And I live in Asheville, North Carolina. I'm an acupuncturist and an author of Acupressure with Essential Oils, and created this program of Acupressure with Essential Oils to help my patients calm down, get better, relax, and heal, enhance their healing process in just 3 minutes. So,
Wow.
yeah. And the winds are going on over here in Asheville as well. So it must be coming in from the north, but it's very, very windy and getting cold. So I'm afraid the cold snap might be coming in.
Oh, wow. It's coming. It's coming.
So
tell us what your current project is right now. What are you working on at the moment?
I am an acupuncturist. I practice as well. And I also am working on developing the Acupressure with Essential Oils book that I have. Well, I don't have a book. Shame on me. I have a book here. But it's on Amazon. And it really goes through the different ailments that you have: headaches, stomach aches, backaches, and some of the essential oils that you can use and the places to put them, the acupressure points that you can use those oils very specifically. So they work in synergy to help alleviate whatever symptom you may have. And it came out last year, and mid last year, and it's been doing really great. And so what I'm doing now is bringing that much more to a spiritual level, because essential oils and acupressure and the acupuncture points, or acupressure points, they have a spiritual nature to them. And that's the part that I wrote. Spiritual as in spiritual and emotional. It's like we are emotional beings. Yeah. And so I'm starting to open and write more about that aspect of it versus just the physical aspects.
Awesome.
So
I love it. I love it. So so that's great. I love that. So I'm going to give you this next question, and hopefully this is sometimes people cringe about this question, but I think you can handle it. Let's see what happens. Tell us what your daily routine is. I think I might have lost you there a little bit. It might be the internet. Maybe the rough winds. have caught you. I think I'm losing you here. That the internet might have caught you. See, this is what happens in the when the strong winds come. Then I feel awkward. The people listening are feeling awkward because we lost you here. Maybe Dr. Marina, if you can come out and come back in, possibly. Let's see what we can do. Because I am not hearing you at all. At all. Let me see if I can bring you back in and add you again. See what happens. Okay. She's gonna come back in and invite herself back in. Hopefully we can get her on here in just a moment. And so this is the awkwardness. So I'm going to tell you, I guess about my little plug here. So go ahead and go to theauthorityletter.com and get on that authorityletter.com email list to help you build your authority platform. Getting some good feedback on that. Very simplified videos that you can jump on and learn about how to build your authority platform. Simple, branding simplified. It's very simple. So get on that, theauthorityletter.com. And also I have a Black Friday deal going on right now. It is called Podcast Built. Go there at podcastbuilt.com and you can learn how to start and create a thriving podcast. I've had lots of success putting this together, lots of success for my students in previous classes. Go there, use Black Friday in the coupon area to get 50% off right now. If I got a class starting tomorrow, got a class starting next month. If you want to get on there, buy now, even if you're not ready for tomorrow or for this current class, I'll hold that out to the next class. All right. So get on that now. And that is all my plugs. Use it or lose it, whatever you want to do. All right. So here we go. I got Dr. Marina coming back here. She is in the household and she's moving around. How you doing?
I'm good. Those winds knocked down my power.
Oh gosh.
I'm high up in the mountains, and so those winds get the power down. So I apologize.
Oh, no worries.
Perfect. Right.
No worries.
All right, let's try again. Okay. Your question. I can do this on the go here.
Okay. Your daily routine.
Well, it's aside from putting out or trying to stay lit.
Okay.
I go to work. I go to the office every day, and I work in acupuncture. But my mornings are about doing my meditation, doing some positive, all sorts of positive things, and getting my mindset right. That's really the biggest thing, especially these days. And then I do my workouts and yoga, and then I head to work and work all day, and then come back, or sometimes go out with friends and have dinner, but not as much these days.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's it's a simple life, and I love being out in the mountains, and I hike a lot, and I hang out with my family and my animals, and just really enjoy the community of Asheville as well. Asheville is a lovely, lovely place, and so lots of things to do here, especially in the summertime. Lots of outdoor activities.
Great. So without further ado, let's dive into this 3-minute process of healing at your fingertips, as you say. Because we're just dying to know. Let's go right into it. You have the floor.
I've got the floor. Now since the power turned out, I moved everything and then I left everything upstairs. But anyway, so first of all, when the 3-minute healing is really when you hold essential oils and acupressure. I assume you know what both of those are.
Well, I might, but maybe other people might not know.
So essential oils are something it's very popular right now. And they come in these little bottles, and they're derivatives of plants and different fruits or bark. And they really help they work in the brain and really help, because of the chemical constituents, really help us calm down, or change our physiology in some way that's beneficial for us based on what we're using and what we're needing. And acupressure has been around for over 5,000 years, and it is our fingers. It's acupressure, and the Chinese found way back then that we are all made up of numbers of energy lines that go through our body. They're called meridians or channels. But that's where the chi, the energy of the universe, comes into us. That's how we're animated. That's our life force. And without chi, without that energy and life force, we're a corpse. So that chi comes through us, and it powers our our organs. So there's liver chi, and there's kidney chi, stomach chi. All that energy is powering us so that we can function as a human.
Yeah.
And so along those channels are different points. So, so there's, like, let's say along the hand here, there's points along the whole line. Will go up my arm, for example, but there'll be like 10 points along that line. And one of them would be good for headaches. Another one would be good for the elbow. Another one would be good for the shoulder. Another one would be good for the teeth. So they all have a function. So all those points have been finally determined in Western medicine as points with higher electromagnetic frequencies. That's how they actually efficated it, because it used to be just woo-woo, right?
Yeah.
So they finally figured, they said, okay, it's not so woo-woo, it's really electromagnetic energy.
Okay.
And so now when we get stressed or we have trauma, those points get stuck. The energy just goes, whoa, it's too much. And then we get short-circuited, in a sense.
Okay.
Just like what just happened. and so acupuncture, which is the use of a needle to put into one of those points, will open that up and open up the circuits again and have the energy flowing so that we will begin to come back to balance or homeostasis. Now, what I have done with the essential oils on the acupressure points, acupressure is the same points, but using your finger.
Okay.
You just press. You press really hard, but it doesn't have to be too hard.
Okay.
So that would stimulate the points. Now, in the first one I'm going to do, I've got 3 different protocols I'm going to do.
Okay.
But the first thing I wanted to show you was how to really just kind of calm the whole body, calm our whole parasympathetic nervous system.
Okay.
And so the first thing I'm taking is bergamot essential oil. And it's an orange and a lime put together, hybrid of them, sweet orange. And it smells very citrusy, and it's sweet and citrusy. But we put that on there, and it stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system.
Okay.
It calms the brain. It goes into your brain. And the first point I'm going to put it on, you have headphones, so you can't do it, but
Yeah.
it's going to be a point in the ear, and that's called Shen Men, which is spirit gate. And so it goes like right there in the front part of the ear, not on the inside, but at the top there in the triangle. And then you hold the oil, because we put the oil on your fingertips, and you hold that. And when you're holding that, you're triggering the calm parasympathetic system to balance your brain. And the bergamot also balances the parasympathetic system. So the two together is just like, oh, okay. So now I'm not nervous after having all the power go out. And
So the people who might be listening later, can you explain where your fingers are right now?
My fingers are on what they call the triangular fossa. It's at the top of the ear, just in the front top of the ear.
Okay.
Don't go in the inside, but stay at the top and stay at the top.
Gotcha.
So that there's a little divot in the front top of the ear. And that, even if you don't have essential oils, you can use that point, and it's used a lot, especially for major stress and anxiety, to calm the brain. And of course, our ears are right here by our brain. So it's
And how long do you do that for?
3 minutes.
Ah.
Ta-da.
Yeah.
So yeah, so as you do that, your whole body starts to kind of relax. You move, the bergamot allows the whole flow of this body to begin to relax and open up, so that you can feel your brain actually calm down. The brain is just kind of like going, oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. And then of course, taking a deep breath and letting that go, and then just letting yourself kind of relax. I love to do this point on the go, even just, even when I don't have my oils on me. And it's, if nothing else, you look ridiculous going la 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 la.
Right. Right.
So, so it's like, I don't want to listen to you. But
Right.
then it just kind of changes and shifts, because when we are in a state of stress, we go into automatic, we go into conditioned programming. We just say things we didn't mean to say. And this just going here just will stop all that, because it changes the pattern. And you can go, okay, wait, okay, I'm not gonna say anything stupid, or I'm not gonna do anything that I regret. So
Yeah.
this will just like a pattern interrupt, if you look at it from the neuro perspective, and the nervous system perspective.
Okay.
So that's the first one. You got any questions?
Okay. So we're holding it down. We got holding down our ears. We got the essential oils. What how does that improve with the oils? What role does that play with the oils when you're doing that?
The oils have a synergistic, they go on certain points. You don't just put any oil anywhere, because this particular oil can be put in a couple of different places.
Okay.
But you want to have a synergy with the function of the oil as well as the function of the point. So this point is very calming. It's meant to work on the parasympathetic nervous system. This oil also happens to work on the parasympathetic nervous system, on the brain and the pineal gland, and also kind of relaxing all of that, and actually having the brain, left and right hemispheres of the brain, both begin to talk to each other and calm down.
Okay.
So they both enhance each other.
Okay. I love it. So let's go on to the next one you have for us today. Next
Okay.
example. That'd be great.
All right. So you could probably do this one, because it's not for you on your ear.
Okay. Gotcha. I'm ready.
So frankincense, many of us know frankincense as it's one of the most, it's called the king of essential oils. And it's really been, it's timeless. It brings us into a state of suspended time, where we can calm ourselves down, but in a very different way than bergamot does. It works much more on a spiritual level, which is why it was used in the Bible so much.
Okay.
And it has a higher frequency. If anybody knows about higher frequencies, or if you know about, we all vibrate at different frequencies. And this is at 100 and something, some 180 megahertz. And the way that we vibrate as humans, on a healthy human, is like at the mid 70s, 75, let's say 75 megahertz. We vibrate at that when we're really optimally healthy. And so this is over 100, 150-ish. So this will help using the oils, and that's another aspect of your question. Using the oils will actually start to entrain our body to be at a higher vibration.
Yeah.
It's a little more on the spiritual side, but
Okay.
on the physical aspects, using frankincense can help stimulate our immune system, can help with our digestion, and many other things. And one of the things that we are all doing right now, which is being so on computer, there's two things we can do with frankincense. Is we can put the oil in here, of course, and take that and put it over our eyes, not close, but we can just take it over our eyes.
Okay.
And then let the aroma kind of calm and soothe our eyes.
Okay.
So if you have frankincense and you can do that between your Zoom calls, your Zoom or your anything computer, that'll really help some calm, soothe it, and bring some water back to your eyes, so that you're not so dry.
Oh, I like that.
And the other thing, which it's such a massive immune stimulant, and right now, of course, we need that. So using the frankincense on the thymus, which is the area right here, but right here,
Okay.
you tap this so you can come down from here about two ribs down. You hold that point, and that is where our thymus is. That's where a lot of our immune system
Okay, I got you.
function works from. And then you can either just hold the frankincense on there,
Okay.
or you can even tap it. And I use this often when I get cat allergies, or I get any kind of allergy, or I'm starting to get a stuffy nose or headache from like a cold. This just within 5 minutes, it's gone. I can just feel it just go and release and leave me. And I did a post on this actually recently, and somebody wrote and said, I tried it and it worked. I was like, really, it works. And I love that. I love that because it's so simple. It's just so simple. And so this point is also on the channel we call the conception vessel channel. And we have a line that goes straight up our center line from the center of our body, all the way up to here and to the heavens. So this really connects us because it's a spiritual oil. It helps us open up and connect so that we can relax at that deeper level, that deeper kind of more meditative level.
Yeah.
Feeling more in our bodies, feeling more at ease, feeling more peace and grace, so that we're again we can go from that place of being our truer self, our better self in our day-to-day life, and then also healthier because our immune system is really being challenged these days. And I think it's really, really important for everyone. So if there's only one oil, I would say frankincense, and it's only one point, I would say right there.
Okay.
So that's important.
I love that. Okay. So for people listening, we're talking about the area is right in is it like near your?
It's in the center of your neck, right in the center of your neck, and then down about 2 inches.
2 inches. Okay. Gotcha. All
right there, and then
people
it's
listening.
Right at the sternum.
Right, because we don't want people listening and then they're hitting at the wrong point.
No, below your throat, 2 inches down from your throat, on the center of the sternum.
Gotcha.
Yeah, where it's called the thymus, where the thymus is.
Okay, so let's get to the third one you have. So before we get to the end of this, but this is great. I love these things. They're awesome. They're awesome.
Oh, good. Well, it's definitely not common. And so, and I loved how, you can use the essential oils for so much. The next one, since we're now calm,
Okay.
we're calm, but there's many different reasons for being stressed. There could be many different types of imbalances that we could have. So bergamot, which we did, was because you're just like too much overwhelm or whatever, and you're in automatic stress, or on in traffic or something. That will really calm the parasympathetic nervous system down. Right. Now the frankincense calms you down from that spiritual level. Now another reason why somebody could be stressed is hormonal, and we're all talking about hormones being stressed and adrenals being stressed because of this time, and normally and just regularly, but excessively. And so one of my favorite oils is Clary Sage. And it is from the sage plant. It's a pretty common plant, but it's known as the woman's oil, but it's also useful for anyone because it's got so much hormone balancing and regulating properties. Okay. And so what I would do with the Clary Sage is I like using it mostly for my adrenals. And so the places that I do it are, I'm going to take this here, and of course I'm going to put some of my fingers, and I'm going to do this one up right below the top, below the collarbone, below the collarbone, that first rib space.
Okay.
About 2 inches out from the center of the sternum, out to the shoulders, and right when you hit the like soft spot, that's going to be the spot. It's kidney 27. Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
You
got it.
feel it, right?
Yeah, I feel it.
So if you're doing both sides you can do it without
Mhm.
the oil too, because this is one of the points they use in EFT. It's a very powerful point for calming, but it's
Okay.
also connected to the adrenals.
Okay.
And so when we put Clary Sage on here, we really begin to have a connection with balancing the hormones and the adrenaline and the cortisol levels, as well as calming the whole system. And so, you feel it?
Yeah.
You can just really feel your whole body begins to just relax in a different kind of way, in a way that's much deeper. That's deeper, and hormonal imbalances create an anxiety that's hard to even describe, but you're just like irritable, or everything is just off. The other point that can be used for this would be on the back, right in the back, in the kidneys and the adrenals. So you just kind of go, and I'm going to just go here. You just kind of go right there.
Okay.
In the back, you just put your hands in the back of your waist.
Okay.
Where your kidneys are, and you just hold the oil back there.
3
minutes is best.
Okay, 3 minutes.
And again, without the oil, you can still hold the point, and you're telling your adrenals, okay, I'm here. You can relax. It's okay.
Now, are you putting pressure on the back, or just?
I'm just putting a little bit of pressure, not hard.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's almost like your body goes, oh, okay, you're here.
Okay.
And if you'll notice, you think about it, when your stomach aches, you just put your hand on your stomach naturally, right? Because it hurts.
Yeah.
So it naturally brings that healing energy into the area. And then with the Clary Sage, it just balances the hormones.
I love it. This is great. I love all this. I know we're kind of up against it, but those are some great tips. I hope everybody got a lot out of those. This is amazing. So I think this is just great for when you're an entrepreneur and you're living a roller coaster life. You're going up and down. Things are stressful. And I mean, I talk to my accountability partner all the time. We're here one day, then we're down one day. And I think these things are much needed on a daily basis.
Absolutely. Yeah. Mothers, teachers.
Right. Yes,
kids need it too. Everybody needs it. And there's no one who isn't stressed. I mean, I can't say that for sure, but I would guess 99% of the population.
So one last question before we get out of here. What do you say to people who they're listening to you right now, and you're like, I don't need that. Just give me a pill. Give me some Advils, and I'll be fine. What do you say to that?
It's your choice. There are oils and points that you can use for pain. And when you're using Advil, when you're using other things like that, you're stressing your liver excessively, and so it becomes worse, because you begin to have less of a pain tolerance, because you're numbing it all. You're just putting a Band-Aid on it. And the liver is so important, especially because we have such a toxic society and air and all that. So keeping your liver clean as much as possible is really important. So not taking painkillers as much as possible, or, even Advil or Tylenol is best, but these oils, and I have more information on my book, are good for relieving pain and taking the edge off, and also calming you.
Awesome. I love it. Yeah. So tell people where they should go after the show to learn more about you. Maybe get some more advice and good tips for you.
Yeah, I have a lot of tips on my website. I have some free trainings at acupressureoils.com and /free training. You can also you'll see my book on there, Acupressure with Essential Oils. You can click on the book and you'll go right to Amazon. And there's 24 different ailments that you have, 3 or 4 different ways of being able to address those ailments with oils and different points. And there are some emotional stuff too, like depression, anxiety. A lot of that is in there, as well as digestive, PMS. There's even a hangover chapter. So,
Yeah. Okay. I
okay.
like it. Yes, yes. Go to that site. There's a bunch of great stuff on there, great trainings, a lot of different things. Go get this person's book. Go get Dr. Marina's book, this person's. Go get Dr. Marina's book, please. I know it's gonna be a great help for you.
Yeah.
And I have
Game changer.
this is great. I do have one last question though.
Yeah.
Access of all of my guests. People are looking at you right now. They're listening to you. They love what you're saying. They have maybe similar goals, similar paths as you. And they want to know, how to be like Dr. Marina. How can they do what you're doing and be an authority in this space?
You can learn the oils and learn the points. Using my book is a great place to start. I'm going to be doing some more classes on how to use it with children, teenagers, women's health issues very specifically in more detail. And that will begin to get you more and more educated on the use of the oils and the variety of which you can use those oils so that you can begin to take your health into your hands. And I really wrote this book and this process so that I could empower you to be able to take care of yourself and to be able to take care of your family and be able to give yourself some feeling of ability to help yourself. It's so important these days, and it's really timely. And I hope that I can do whatever I can to help you along. So just email me if you need to, and then just get my book.
I love it. That's awesome. Awesome. I hope everybody got a lot out of this. Please, please. I mean, it looks pretty simple.
It's super simple.
Yeah.
It's super simple. Super simple.
Nothing complicated. Just awesome stuff. Hey, I'm gonna start doing this here. So
right. That was the whole thing. I'm gonna make it simple, and can you do it?
Right. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Everybody, go ahead and get this person. I keep saying this person. What is going on with me today? Get Dr. Marina's book and learn more about this, because I think a lot of people, especially in these days and times, are stressed out. Mm-hmm. And simple things like this can get you healing fast, which I absolutely love.
Taking the edge off is huge, right? Yeah, take the edge off, right?
Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. And that is it for me. People, go ahead to theauthorityletter.com, join that list, build your authority platform. I got 3 very simple videos that you can use right now to help you build your authority and attract better clients. And that is all for me. That is all for us. Unless you have anything else for us today.
Just do your oils and do your points and stay healthy. I'm here to help you all. I want you to be healthy.
Awesome. I love it. Everybody, take care. Thank you so much. And that is it for this episode of The Authority Project. Remember, build it, share it, and they will come. That's out. That's it. I'm out.
Ryan. Thank you.
All right.
And that's a wrap for this episode of The Authority Project. Thanks so much for tuning in. And if you like what you heard, we want to hear from you. Subscribe, rate, and give an honest review. Share and tell your friends so they can hear too. And for even more authority building tactics, be sure to sign up at theauthorityletter.com. Get free weekly content and ongoing digital product giveaways to help you on your entrepreneurial journey. We certainly hope you got a key takeaway, or maybe an aha moment from today's broadcast. Just remember, it's your authority. Build it, share it, and they will come. Until next time.